We're heading into Backlash. We've got a new match announced. The tag team title tournament rolls on, and a Attitude Era tag team comes in. A little, rope wardrobe malfunction. Is that even really what we're going to call it? Seriously? Rope wardrobe malfunction? His crotch landed on the... Anyway, let's cover all this more on the Smackdown Rebound. Hello everybody, my name is Connor, poor AJ Styles. I guess he wasn't wearing a cup, huh? That wasn't really that phenomenal. KayFabe, and welcome back to the official Smackdown Rebound, the show here on OneWrestling.com, and of course, One Wrestling video on the YouTube channel that covers everything and everything Smackdown Live. Of course, I'm your host, Connor, OKayFabe, your official OneWrestling.com official Smackdown video correspondent. It's a really long business card. Trust me, that's why I ordered like maybe 2-3 of them at most. But anyway, guys, I'm going to cover everything, of course, on Smackdown. If you guys also want to hear my thoughts on other shows and stuff as well, too, pertaining to wrestling and WWE, make sure you check out the link for my YouTube channel down in the description box below here. And of course, subscribe to One Wrestling video, like this video if you like it, share it to the world, and of course, support the entire OneWrestling.com family, including myself, at One Wrestling on Twitter, and of course, the legendary, the iconic Mr. Bill Apter, as well as also the Big Slam Nation crew. All right. Guys and gals, we got a lot of things to cover heading into Backlash, September 11th. Backlash, the first SmackDown Live only pay-per-view event. We've got 4 matches penciled in for the show and so much more. And it looks like some other interesting developments, definitely kicking things off with The Miz following his, in my opinion, his best promo, if you even want to call it that he's done since being in the WWE, which is, of course, the promo that everyone and his mother has been talking about, which is taking place on Talking Smack towards SmackDown Live General Manager Daniel Bryan. Miz basically coming off of the momentum of that one, repeating himself in some way, shape, or form, basically just driving home the point of how good he is and how he is a pillar of WWE. He is reliable. He is the one that they call to be the main event of WrestleMania and also dress up like a chicken and just venting his frustration, but also driving home the fact that the reason he is the Intercontinental Champion is the fact that he has been so darn reliable, which of course brings out Dolph Ziggler, who, after losing to AJ Styles in that, again, phenomenal match that we saw last week on SmackDown Live, really drove home the fact that Miz is a coward, but he says, you know what? Why don't we prove them all wrong? Why don't we prove them all wrong right here, right now? No referee, no match, no title defense, no title on the line, no nothing. Just a fight between you and me right now. Things got so heated, Maurice had to break them up, Miz actually going away, Dolph calling him coward once again, and then having him come back, and we almost had it, but boy howdy, was this really an awesome way to kick off SmackDown Live. Really had me intrigued, really had me sucked in for the entire time. I think more or less we can kind of pencil in most likely Miz and Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship at Backlash as well too. To be honest with you, I'm a little disappointed that Dolph Ziggler is going back to the Intercontinental Championship level, but at the same time, I think Miz and Ziggler are going to kill it at Backlash because of just the momentum that Miz is getting from this promo. I want to keep seeing Miz as Intercontinental Champion, but what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section here below. We had not one, but 2 tag team title tournament matches. Say that 3 times fast. We had the Hype Bros against the Vaudevillians and the Headbangers, who haven't been in the WWE ring in almost 16 years, against the, let's just say, odd tag team of Heath, Slater, and Rhino. I almost said Heath, Rhino, and Slater. That's not a bad name of a tag team. I digress. Let's talk about Hype Bros against the Vaudevillians real fast. To be honest with you guys, I was kind of hoping that the Vaudevillians would win, but holy cow, if you have not seen Mojo Rawley and see how hype he is with Zack Ryder, good golly, you are missing out on an awesome time. Hype Bros getting the win over the Vaudevillians in a pretty typical standard match. Nothing particular like right home about, but again, I kind of wish the Vaudevillians were going to advance in this one, but they do advance to the semifinals with the Usos and American Alpha. And in the second matchup, the Headbangers, first and foremost, terrific performance by the Headbangers. Looks like they never lost a step. Looks like their ring rust is non-existent. But Rhino and Heath Slater ultimately getting the win, which I was kind of rooting for. Slater is over like $1 million. Did you guys see the Heath's kids or Slater's kids signs in the crowd? It was absolutely just fantastic, hilarious, fantastic stuff. Heath Slater and Rhino also advanced, so that means in the semifinals of this tag team title tournament, we are going to see the Hype Bros against Heath Slater and Rhino, and in the other matchup, American Alpha against the Usos. Who do you guys think is going to win the tag team title tournament at Backlash? Let me know again, thoughts down below, or again, Twitter at OKayFabe and Twitter at One Wrestling. This matchup was kind of intriguing. The next one, AJ Styles against Apollo Crews. My heart skipped a beat when I saw this matchup. We saw some teasing going on with Apollo Crews and AJ doing like a spelling bee kind of weird thing. And AJ basically coming out to once again repeat himself about being the face that runs the place. But Apollo Crews interrupts. And to be honest with you guys, the only major complaint I have about this match was that it was too short. I wish we could see AJ and Apollo, and I kind of hope next week we do see AJ and Apollo Crews go at it one more time and just give him a solid 20 minutes. Give him a solid 20 minutes. Give it the 9 o'clock slot and just let them go crazy. I guarantee you're going to have some great stuff. Amazing action from the two of them. But, of course, AJ with a phenomenal form to get the win. I just wish I saw a little bit more of that because two of them would have absolutely killed it. Speaking of killed it, I did want to briefly mention the Heath Slater interview with Renee Young where he's at his home and just... I don't want to spoil too much of it. It was just hilarious stuff. Go over and check it out on WWE's YouTube. I think you guys will really like it. Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. Bray Wyatt coming out to basically do a sermon to the serpent, Randy Orton, and basically doing a beautiful back and forth promo with Randy Orton pertaining to his scars. How the legend of Randy Orton. He's a serpent. He's disturbed like he is, and he wants to cut the serpent's head off and be the new face of fear on SmackDown. He is the embodiment of fear, delivering a fantastic promo that only Bray Wyatt can. They did pencil in and officially announce that Bray Wyatt will take on Randy Orton at Backlash, and to be honest with you guys, out of all the matches on the card, which I'll tell you in the updated card at the end of this video, this matchup is the one that has me the most excited because I really think that you have two somewhat similar characters. Bray having an opportunity to really take a step in the right direction towards the World Championship, which I am now really hoping that he gets. I hope he gets a world title run or at least a world title shot sometime soon. And I think this would be definitely a step in the right direction. But I'm going to talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video. The women's division did get on notice as Alexa Bliss and Natalya took on Naomi and Becky Lynch. Basically, the heels, Alexa Bliss and Natty, did get the win after Carmella attacked Nikki Bella at ringside during commentary to allow the heels to get the distracted win. Nothing too much, again, to write home about this one. Everyone looked fantastic, although I'm still a little confused as to why Carmella is attacking Nikki. Really haven't gotten the full explanation for that yet. Still 2 weeks to Backlash, so there's still some hope there. We did mention, of course, that the tag team title tournament rolled on. Again, Rhino and Heath Slater over the Headbangers, and Hype Bros will face them, if not next week, probably the final week heading into the finals of the tag team title tournament. Who's got milk? The Milkman does. In a bizarre segment, to say the least, a man who simply goes by the Milkman, I can't remember his full name, was basically demanding an opportunity to compete on SmackDown, and just he got down to his whitey tighties, and thank God Kane was there. That's all I have to say. Kane comes in, chokeslams him. See you later. Which led to our main event. I don't even know how to segue out of that, folks. I'm sorry. The main event, non-title matchup between WWE World Heavyweight Champion and Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin. Two things I want to make, actually more than two things I want to make a note about this particular matchup. First and foremost, Baron Corbin did pass Kane. They did cross paths very briefly, which the more I thought about it, the more I want to see a Baron Corbin-Kane matchup. And the thing is, Kane's really not been doing a whole lot, but I kind of really want to see where that one could go. And if this matchup was anything, it definitely proved to me how good a wrestler Baron Corbin is, why he got called up to the main roster. The finish was a little bit, well, let's just say interfery, as AJ Styles was distracting at ringside again during commentary and hit the phenomenal not the phenomenal form, but hit a forearm to Baron Corbin by accident, aiming for Dean Ambrose. Of course, this gives Baron Corbin the win by disqualification, which ultimately I kind of wanted Baron Corbin to get the win, even if it was via AJ Styles interference, just not through disqualification. Of course, Dean takes him out, and as AJ goes to go for the phenomenal forearm, Dean takes him out, and he lands just wedged right on the ring rope. So, not so phenomenal. Not so phenomenal. But the matchup was a very solid one. I really enjoyed it, and to me, again, it really drove home the point of how good Baron Corbin is. I'm starting to become a Baron Corbin fan again, although I never really wasn't a fan, but just get me more on that Baron Corbin train. Alright guys, Backlash is only a few weeks away. So far we have penciled in the six-pack challenge for the the Smackdown Women's Championship. We've got the Tag Team Title Tournament Finals, which I still believe will probably be, in my opinion, between American Alpha and Heath, Slater, and Rhino. That's my pick for the finals of that one. Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt, again, I think is probably going to be, and honestly is going to be the match of the night. And Dean Ambrose against AJ Styles for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We could probably pencil in Miz and Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental title, and maybe something else along the way. I'm very curious to see where these things are going. I love SmackDown this week. A lot of people want to compare it to Raw, which I did do a Raw review and a Raw reaction of Kevin Owens winning the Universal Championship, as did Bill Apter did a thoughts and segment on it well too, and of course the guys over at Big Slam also who chimed in and gave their live review of Raw afterwards. So much craziness and chaos from that one, but to be honest with you guys, in comparison to the shows, I thought SmackDown was a better, well-rounded show, whereas of course Raw had a blockbuster main event on its hands, but to me really wasn't really else as far as substance because everybody was just going nuts about Kevin Owens winning the title. But I really enjoyed SmackDown this week, but alas, I want to hear what you guys have to say. What did you guys think of SmackDown Live this week heading into Backlash? What was your favorite part of the moment? What was your favorite part of the show? What was your favorite part of the match? What was your favorite match? What was your favorite part? What was your favorite everything? And what are you guys looking forward to at Backlash? Let me guys know down in the comment section over here below. Again, hit us up on the Twitter at OKayFabe, at One Wrestling, and of course, After One Wrestling. Make sure you guys tune in, subscribe if you guys want all this awesome content from the crew here at One Wrestling and One Wrestling Video. And of course, like, share, all that fun jazz. Make sure you follow us in the entire OneWrestling.com family, including the legendary, the iconic Mr. Bill Apter at After One Wrestling. Thank you guys again for watching. Appreciate the continued love and support. Make sure you subscribe, like, share. I probably already said that about 3 or 4 times, didn't I? And check out my YouTube channel and link all those down in the description box below. Thank you guys again for watching. And to quote the legendary, iconic Mr. Bill Apter, we will see you at the match.